Because like that's what the regular building.
God damn it, run!
Yeah, they're all on a timer, even if there's no one. Like it'll stay up for a bit, but after X amount of time, if no one is interacting with it, it moves to the next one.
That's all I've been doing, and trying to get... Agreed. Messages have been coming and going since I arrived. Hiding, building their forces, digging. The only thing I'm sure of is I have to...
Investigate.
On the scaffold.
I left the orders in my tent, but the Ashen Lord was clear.
Oh, such good
We
spy.
need more Netherroot. See to the Undergrove immediately.
As you command, Pintok.
One day I'll be free, and nothing will stop the nightmares from taking you.
Exarch Zingalis has fallen. I have never seen Rada El Saran, our Ashen Lord, so feel the sorrow or such rage.
Does the loss of the Exarch alter our plans?
Not in the least. The strike on Solitude will occur as planned after Exarch Ulfra tests the improved ritual in the Undergrove.
Now there's an icon in house orders. Now wants me to talk to the prince. To talk to the princess, but the princess has disappeared. Oh, it's because she's fighting us. Stuck right on enemy. You don't fight enemies unless I fight them. Not fighting enemies? You don't fight enemies. That's simple. No, it's doing it again. Talk to the princess who's following me in Blackreed. We're in Blackreed. Fucking Christ. Log out.
That's what we were looking for. Let's talk over there.
That's what we were looking for. Let's talk over here. Thank you. Isa.
Orders from Rada Al Saran. His words sent a chill down my spine. You saw what happened at Kilcreath and Karthwatch? A family of monsters. Fenorian has the right idea. We came down here to find out what the Grey Host has planned. But Fen still needs information about how the medallions are created, and they...
You should be able to catch up. I just need to go to the first two camps we did.
Lyris, there's more to determining how they... Obsessive. What do they have to do with the medallions? Let's examine the nearby graveyard.
A nice little present from Beck, eh?
Well, of course. They did. Princess.
Where's that caravan? It should have arrived by now.
Arrived. Don't worry, I found something to keep me occupied.
That was a bit of a
No
warm-up.
jars in this cart. Let's try another one. Not this cart either. I hope we didn't miss it.
Stop them, my packmates. I'll give this brew to the witches.
Sableye has the brew. Let's find him before he gets away. Luck was with us. I suppose.
What is Fauna's chambers and the Blue Palace? Alright, we have the same step again? Alright. I don't think we should party up yet. Let's get past this step. And then party. Yeah, that probably stops at this one and then gives us new stuff.
Have a passion for alchemy?
Can't believe I had to redo it. Pain in the ass. It's not like it takes too long, but like that's just that's a lot of hoofing it for a thing I already did. They really should just have us playtesting. Like specifically, it's like, yeah, play the game. Are you playing the game in a party? Well, no. Why does that? Because things bug out when you're in a party. You should really just have your bug team play things in a party.
Do we have a way to defend against the Harrow Storms or what?
And solo.
The elixir should do what we need, provided neither Fen nor I made any miscalculations.
Yolen, don't be so negative. The elixir will work. You'll see. Oh, good. You're back. The Grey Host uses an unstable mix of alchemy and sorcery to create the Harrow Storms. We can use the refined brew as the basis of our elixir. Svana's associate, Mog, will procure most of the supplies I need. But there's one final ingredient required. A holy ointment associated with a god that became popular due to imperial influence. It's used by the priests in the Hall of the Dead to provide...
You'll need my help. I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead. Mog, put away the tankard and get the supplies Fen requires.
Yes, your royal ladiness. I'm keeping the tankard.
Poor refugees arrive by the hour. Why does Fargrim hesitate?
Princess Vana, what can I do for you, your highness?
Listen to my friend, High Priest. We need your help.
I'm surprised to see the princess here. Sacred oil? Strange. That's the second time today someone has come seeking Arce's anointing balm. Sword Thane Athlet arrived with an edict from the king. The Sword Thane wouldn't say. He just mentioned that the High King needed it to defend Solitude. The Sword Thane took the oil to Castle Dower. That's where all the supplies for a siege are gathered during periods of strife. Solitude's foundation began with the construction of Castle Dower. It's the oldest structure in the city.
Oh no, Adam, you might have been right. Maybe.
The Harrowstorms continue to ravage our land. So he has.
Hold! Castle Dower is... Princess Svana.
Sword Thane, our business is urgent. My friend will...
I don't have time for the princess's proclivities right now. My orders from the High King were clear. Stockpile the entire supply of sacred oil in the Temple of the Divines here within the confines of Castle Dower. Protection? Truly? The Herald already outnumber my soldiers, and more arrive every day.
A single flask? Fen will have to make do. Let's get it back to...
Sword Thane, Vi has work! I gave strict orders, yet my daughter freely enters the castle grounds. What do they want, Sword Thane?
They,
We came to offer our assistance, Father. Sword Thane, how can we help?
Athlet has everything well in hand, child. Despite your intentions, you would only hinder our efforts. Go! The Sword Thane doesn't need my daughter or her wastrel underfoot.
Let's ride!
Once it's ready, I'll test the elixir.
As you say, Lyris. Ah, here they come now. You have the sacred oil? Add it to the cauldron.
So the High Priest?
Yes, a perfect fusion. It's ready to be tested. Come, let's talk.
I like reading too, you know, if you ever need an excuse.
With the addition of the sacred oil, the elixir is complete. We can't wait for the next Harrowstorm to strike. But what you and Svanna learned in Blackreach might help. During my explorations of Blackreach, I came across an ancient burial site. From what I could tell, the Midnight Barrow sank into Blackreach in the distant past. We're going to find an active Harrowstorm in the Undergrove. Or I'm going to attempt to replicate one in there. Very risky.
No, it's kind of bugging out to where I'm supposed to go to the Midnight Barrow. Ton of looks like it might be a dell. So once I'm inside, you can fast travel them. Yeah. I think I've found. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
You and Fen stay put until we clear a path to the other.
Yeah, I feel like we should be far
Fine.
enough.
Just don't take all day.
No more collecting things.
This is it. Look lively and let's get on with it.
Hello there. Don't fall in the hole. Yeah, they're over here. Over. Weird. Guy shard and a boss. Guessing the boss is maybe in the middle. Be in a corner. The internet. Good old internet. Oh my god, there's a bunch of arms just flailing out of the ground over here. Nope. Nope. Enemies popping into the ground like daisies. I'm okay. I didn't need to see that. Oh yeah, more bone skeleton hands. Whoever did this animation, it's pretty cool. Yeah, when you get down here, look, there's just hands coming out of the ground. Just kidding! No, they're coming out to get you. Just the. Right.
That's the wrong way. If you have something else more important to do, fine. I'll just wait here.
Oh, this way doesn't. Or it does, never mind.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking. They're coming for us. No need. We're here.
The princess insisted.
We followed at a safe distance and only advanced after you cleared the way. From this point on, we stay together. And that's an order.
Cool, we're gonna end up getting separated.
Yes, what she said. Now, let's enter the undergrowth.
The vampire gonna turn.
We need to find where they're experimenting with the Harris.
Honor me with your presence, my king.
Grey Host, stay quiet and listen.
They really like the see the story from afar through a fence. This DLC this time. What are we not
Have we
seeing?
heard from Solitude? Is everything in place?
I have been assured this city is ripe for harvest.
Should we postpone the test?
Certainly not. The holds are counting on us. Besides, we might be able to end this threat right here and now.
Who dares intrude? You. The murderers who killed our beloved Singalis.
And you're about to join him.
Impudent mortal. You will pay for your crime. Now for the rest of these curs.
Allow me the honor of spilling the blood.
Very well, Swiss. Join me in Greymoor with the tasks.
Let this harrow storm lay the flesh from your
Svanna, no!
See to Lyris, then. And pray your elixir works.
Thanks. She needs time for the elixir to do its job.
I don't want to hurt you,
That wasn't
but
a lot of
now
time.
I'm going to.
Die!
It worked.
Oh, word.
I think it worked. I stood in a Herostorm and nothing happened. Never better. We need to create as much of the elixir as possible and distribute it throughout Solitude before Rada Al-Saran's massive Herostorm hits. Once my father understands that we have a way to protect against the Herostorms, he'll have to— I know, right? It happened so quickly. When we confronted Rada Al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra, the Vampire Lord blasted Lyris with his magic. It certainly gave us a fighting chance. When she called forth the Herostorm, I grabbed the elixir from Lyris and barely thought about what I was doing. I don't disagree, but somebody had to do it. There was—
Oh, what little hole? Never mind. Never mind. Jesus. I don't know, yes and no, because, like, you know that you're in a video game. But, like, I don't know, kind of like in SAO, like, your brain theoretically has the power to break digital constraints.
Just tired of
Yeah,
walking anyway.
like, continues to move pixels because he is more than... I mean, that works too. Same. Same, but different. But same result. But like, I don't know. That would be how I would want to test the bounds in VRM. Like, I see what the rule is, but can I force like the avatar to move, like clip through polygon in a way that's benefiting me? And then that's when the developers are like, no, you need to please stop doing that. Breaking our game. Stop it, Ghost. Stop breaking the game. Yeah, but see, like that's how I would want to test boundaries. Like, the game says pixels stop here, but I say pixels stop
Off we go.
later. Mind over matter. Except in this one, it's mind over computer. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If it ever happens. Yeah, I feel it in my code. I am the code. Clips through the floor, despawns. Resets back to level 1. Oh, god damn it.
We need to do something.
Don't test me, Redharn. I know exactly what I need to do. Our enemies circle ever closer, and now even my daughter turns against me. What? You represent my most hated enemy, and expect me to believe a word you say? Even if you speak true, worms have found purchase in the wood and seek to rot my kingdom from within. I will not let Solitude and the Western Holds fall. Trust Svanna. Perhaps. No! Your honeyed words are but echoes of my most obstinate foes. Hell, I need no help from the likes of you.
Don't be a fool, father. This elixir will save our people.
I didn't
Knock it
think
from
you
her
had it in you, daughter. You have actually surpassed my expectations, more's the pity. And I'll hear no more talk of this miracle elixir.
Father!
The Grey Host is my true ally. Once the Harrowstorm engulfs Solitude, my kingdom will endure for all eternity.
I should have sensed it. Svargrim's a vampire.
Svanna,
Not now, dearest. I need to think about this.
Svargrim's a bastard, but King Yoren believed he had the best interest of his people at heart. Obviously, something changed. Not everything is as grim as it appears. We did create an elixir. That's our best chance of protecting the people from the Harrowstorm. We just need to distribute it. In the meantime, take this.
Ah, my inventory's full. Fuck. Doesn't happen enough. Oh, it's because I have a bunch of recipes that I haven't consumed. Whoops. Yeah.
Not everything is as grim.
Father, how could you?
Okay, but like, he should be more mad because the people he thought are his allies worked against him and assassinated his wife, who was not a vampire. So, like, I don't know.
My father, working with the Grey Host. You're right.
Unless he killed his own wife.
I know you're right. It's
That's
just...
also fucked up in a bunch of
He's
other
my
ways.
father. No, I have to focus. There's a Harrowstorm coming. I'm not sure we can.
We probably won't even
They've
find out.
taken it! By the gods, it's fallen!
Fallen? What are you talking about?
The Grey Host. They came out of nowhere, captured the temple and the Tower of the Wolf. We're locked out!
Then the sacred oil.
Damn it all! I need to get down there!
Follow him! Now, soldier, tell me exactly what happened.
Hey! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. How's it going, Dead Echo? How's it going, Midnight Wolf Green? Atomic Cat? Thank you, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Shinigami Familia. How's your Saturdays going? Hey there. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. The Gengar is currently my VTuber at the moment. I found it on Etsy. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you so much. We hit the goal of hitting 250 followers. This is awesome. Thank you. Oh, there's a cooldown on shoutouts. Okay. How are you all doing? Double check all these messages. Thank you for the raid. Good, but it's 2 a.m. I understand. What were you streaming recently? game called Messia? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Was that a horror game? Like a slim gambit? Oh, that's way too. And then it's gonna make me wait another 40 or so seconds. So I'm currently playing with Bambi. We're working our way through the DLC. Hopefully we can catch up before the new stuff comes out in just like second week of June for consoles. I think it's first week of June for PC. So we've been focusing on doing just the main quests. I think we're like 3 or 4. I actually haven't looked. Bambi, do you know how many stories out we have left? Yeah, we're cutting it real close because this doesn't even include the dungeons or the prologue missions. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that one I think is out of order. And the chapter 1. 7. We still have 7, not including the one we're currently in, to go. We're we have a hopefully. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we won't, and that's alright. We're having a good time. Seeing lots of story, and occasionally, very rarely, but it happens, we run into bugs and have to redo a whole quest. Which is a little unfortunate.
I apologize for that display. Tell the princess, tell her it won't happen again.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Shinigami Familia.
I pledged my sword and my soul to the High King. We all did. And he betrayed us.
The bugs are a quest itself. Sometimes it feels like the bugs are a whole quest themselves.
The Grey Host appeared out of nowhere and cut down my soldiers. Only a handful were able to escape.
It's a feature,
before
no.
they sealed the gates.
I mean, it is a Bethesda-owned company and game, so I guess you could. I guess that's fair. It is a feature.
Not that I can think of. What does it matter?
Do they?
Svargrim brought the Grey Host down upon us. He's
I thought
bringing a Harrow
ZeniMax
storm.
was a subsidiary.
We need to evacuate the city while there's
Alright,
still time.
everybody to the
Some of
internet.
us will
Time to
survive if
let's
we
do some
flee
research on our
now.
companies. No, Bambi is correct. Are you ready, chat? Bethesda Softwares does not own ZeniMax. ZeniMax is the parent company of Bethesda. What other studios are under? I'll have to look into that later. That's not that important, but it's good to know and have that correctly in our head now. Thank you, Dead Echo, for stopping by. Get the sleep that you need, since it is very late. And thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone.
That's unacceptable, Sartane. If we can't get the sacred oil to make more elixir, then we have to stop the Hero Storm.
Princess, we've kept watch. There aren't any witch pikes around the city.
Then you missed something. They needed the witch pikes for every other Hero Storm they summoned.
Of course. Blackreach. The Grey Host must have gained access to the temple from beneath the city.
They could easily hide the witch pikes underneath our feet.
We know the Grey Host has been using Blackreach to clandestinely move around Western Skyrim. Why not launch their attacks from there?
Then we're going back to Blackreach. If the witch pikes are there,
Wants me
we'll
to
destroy
check
them.
in with all three of them. Hey, no problem. Let's see. I also need to highlight this quest. But there's a new one, and it did not auto-navigate to it. There we go. Greymoor Rising. 5 out of 7. Check in with the princess.
A vampire. He sat on his throne, pretended to mourn for my mother, and said he had a plan. I know. It's just... Look, we were never close. Not really. But he's my father. My king. What about you? Could you do it? Could you confront and maybe even kill
No,
one
that's
of your parents?
I see what you mean. That is a hard decision. No, I'm not sure what I would do. Like, I know my parent is in the wrong, and I would confront them. But past that, I got nothing. Because, like, I can say whatever I want, but until I'm actually in that situation and in that moment,
so much like
I don't
my
know
own.
what I would actually do.
But does my indecision put the people I'm sworn to protect in even more jeopardy? I need to think about that. I'm going to do whatever I can to stop the Hero Storm and save Solitude and its people.
As a junior member of House Ravenwatch, I never expected to be in the thick of things like this. I have to say, it's a tad overwhelming.
The game's going well. We've made a lot of progress in the last few weekends. I do feel like story-wise, this one is narratively more interesting, or not interesting, more put together. But a lot of the narrative moments occur from the perspective of you're overhearing a conversation from behind a grate, either above or below the character speaking. It happens throughout this current DLC. It's an interesting choice. And then outside of the one bug of redoing a whole quest, we're having a good time.
Am I looking forward to going back to where Singalis experimented on me? Not even remotely. But I want to see this through to the end. I need to. The Grey Host can't summon the Hero Storm without performing their ritual. And we know that requires witch pikes, so there's that. Plus the usual assortment of coven witches, vampires, and werewolves, I suppose. I had hoped to secure the sacred oil, and make enough elixir to distribute. You're absolutely right. Especially...
Can't we just make more sacred oil? Can't the priest bless the other, like the base components?
Yorin sent me with a warning for Solitude. Now I'm about to march into the starless depths of Blackreach to try to avert a massacre.
That's
How
true.
do I keep getting myself
Maybe it gets
into
shipped
these
in
kinds
from
of
some other
situations?
priest.
I thought you knew me better than that. Taking on the impossible challenge, beating the unbeatable foe, this is what I'm good at. So yes, I do have to do this. And we're Svargrim. To cast his lot with the Grey Host, become a vampire. One step at a time. First we make...
It's good fun. We hop in and out of it. In the past 2 years is when we had made the decision to put in the time and effort to like really delve into it and knock out as much content as we can at a time. On a retreat site. and then I can fast travel to you. But sometimes it gets kind of bland. One of probably the longest stretch in the game that was kind of the boring slog is collecting all of the sky shards for skill points in the PvP zone, because Cyrodiil is huge, and navigating on a horse like speeds up the process, but like when you're first leveling up your horse barely runs faster than you sprint. So it's a slog. But yeah, no, definitely give it another look if you enjoyed it when you were playing it previously. I tried to stay budget friendly. I haven't bought most of the expansion packs. We're currently using, I'm using ESO Plus to play a lot of the stuff like on a monthly subscription service. But I think I'll be purchasing the next DLC and or upgrade, which will end up retroactively giving me all of the things I haven't purchased. No problem, Atomic Cat. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Give me a second so I don't run into any more rock wall. Oh, another one of these. We haven't seen any players fighting the ones underground yet, have we? Oh, I mean, I guess it's probably easier to navigate across the map above ground than it is underground. Trying to find where the groups are. Oh, yeah, if you have the base game for free, definitely give it a look. They revamped the starter zones to upscale the textures so that they're more in line with a lot of the newer content, which was a nice change, and I think that came out like a month ago. And that was free for all players. And then, yeah, and there's a new overhaul coming in June, which changes all classes significantly, but I don't know if that's paid or free yet. They might have announced it, but I don't remember. For those of you that have played, not necessarily Elder Scrolls Online, do any of you have a favorite game and or quest from any of the Elder Scroll games that you've played? Oh, new way shrine. Oh, whoa, big castle. How are we? I mean, I guess narratively, this is now how we're finding out that there's a big heckin' castle just submerged back here. I was wondering when we were going to see the cinematic stuff,
and
or the cinematic location.
It's directly under Solitude.
Is betraying Seven to get Carmilla and Riverwood? Oh no. Sven?
That's our target.
I don't think I've
Ritual
played
site
that
must
quest.
be somewhere inside
I'll
that
keep that
horrible
in
structure.
mind.
I scouted the area before you arrived. It's full of Grey Host forces. And from not so fast. we rush down as a group, they'll be on us like a snow bear on a hawker. You go ahead. Try to cross the bridge to the main entrance. It's well guarded, but you're more than capable. There's a sluice gate in the outer courtyard, tucked away against the keep's eastern wall. You know your strengths and weaknesses better than I do. Play to those. Cross the bridge, or use the sluice gate to get into the inner courtyard. Then find the keep's side entrance, east of the main stairs.
She's giving us the option to sneak or run the front gates. That's pretty interesting. I'm also a little tired of sneaking. I think we should run the front gates. Well, because, like, we're trying to prevent them from causing a cataclysm on the top side. So time is of the essence. But I mean, I guess you could argue that, oh, if you're sneaking, you're not fighting as many people, so, like, you won't lose time being bogged down on the bridge. Look, there's other players here that are already taking care of the enemies. We're good. We're fine. We can just run across the bridge. We got this. 7 gold. 7 gold for our bridge trouble.
I guess this is a fight now.
Probably the first quest you get after escaping the dragon attack in Helga. Did I just skip the quest all? I'm just gonna have to restart Skyrim. I can't remember anything. The only thing I remember ever is getting lost in the deep, Hermaeus Mora, going up almost 90-degree inclines on a horse? Maybe we should invite them to the party. I got a gold lead that I can't ever use because it's gonna take so long. See, we did it. See, we got the door. I can't go through this door. Is there a button? Maybe if I throw my body against
Nice of you to
multiple
join
times, somebody
us.
will answer, right?
I don't understand. What am I supposed to do with these flasks?
If we run into trouble, throw one of them at the source. Then get out of the way.
Oh, an Apocrypha, that's Mora's realm. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh god, it's been like 3 years since I've played Necrom, and I think I was only doing main quests. So God, I still can't remember. I'll have to replay it, because Bambi hasn't played it yet. But I think I have to play it on a different character.
That makes sense.
Because I
I'll
made
go with our friend here.
the Arcanist. Unless you're talking about Apocrypha and Skyrim, I have not actually touched that DLC because I never get to the right level to start it. I always get there and I'm underleveled and I get bodied by the spiders. It's real bad. I don't like spiders. Reading? Books out? Lore? Nope, nothing. This one? The one? Yes. I appreciate that they, it's animated, more or less, to be the right size.
Hello. This looks important.
And it's not like, hey, this is a wolf, and it's like dog size.
This book? I recognize the handwriting. This might be something. The magic I sensed earlier. It was familiar because it's the same magic used in the Harrowstorm rituals. Don't you see? This entire keep is the ritual site. I'm not sure we can destroy this tower. The Harrowstorms steal life energy and use it to pull the souls of the Grey Host out of Cold Harbor and into the Grey Reliquaries. Oh, most certainly. Perhaps even a way to reverse the effects of the Harrowstorms and restore the Harrowed. If the notes are complete, It would just require study, experimentation, and time. Unfortunately, we lack all three of those at the moment.
I kind of expected more people to be in the hallways of the keep that they're using to... That's a cool portrait photo. And that's the king. Man, that really seems like he's known about this place down here for a while. Like, there's just a photo of him inside this castle.
There's Svanna. I think this entire tower functions as a witch pike.
What? Fen, how is that even possible?
I don't know. Same.
That's my father. This way.
Pain is part of the process, Svargrim. It's exquisite.
Could be a bit though.
Once you are attuned to Greymoor, the storm will be yours to command. Rise, Svargrim, and unleash my storm upon solitude. Then the last of the Grey host shall be reborn.
The Ashen Lord. He turned Svargrim into the heart of his hero storm.
They're moving higher up the tower.
Does
We need to
that
follow
mean
them.
her father is already dead? One small problem sort of already solved.
You and Fen take these stairs. Svanna and I will go this way.
Look, a Grey reliquary. It's massive. Just like the storm they planned to unleash on the city.
I do like the architecture. Gothic architecture? Oh, no, not architecture.
These corridors lead upward.
I'm a
Take us with
potato.
Svargrim and Rada al-Saran.
Again, there's... We'll run into one enemy in a stairwell, then run into a room that's empty, then run into two enemies in another room, and then it's empty somewhere else.
Leaders, we found them.
Good. This whole place. The Grey Host is
Thank you.
preparing to go to war.
And so the thorns arrive once more to prick my thumbs.
A barrier.
And Rada al-Saran?
Bastards.
Here's talk to the...
Your persistence
Hey, I have that
begins to
outfit.
annoy me, mortal. You killed my beloved brother and sister, Singalis and Ulfra. I freed them, and you sent them back. Back to the hated Moloch Ball. I will see you
I mean, you're
suffer
trying to
for the
hurt, like,
transgression.
whole bunch of people. You could have just brought your siblings back and, I don't know, retired?
As much as it would please me to flay the flesh from your bones, I have more pressing
Like, who
matters
gets
to
mad when
attend
they're just
to.
like, yeah, I'm gonna take over the world. Oh,
Know
how
this,
dare you stopping
as
me
I
from taking
felt
over the world. Yeah,
passionately,
you're hurting
you
people.
shall
What did you
feel
think?
When the Harrow Storm takes every life in solitude, you shall feel it when you fail. Bold words, but futile. Svargrim rises and the Harrow Storm with him. Once the attunement is finished, they will be unstoppable.
What happened? What did that damn vampire do?
He's merging the power flowing through the keep with Svargrim, giving him control of the Harrow Storm.
Then you must undo it. I'll stay and help. Leaders, you and our friend keep going up and find my father.
I don't want to go see the balcony, but I kind of feel like if I try, I'm gonna get stuck. I'll just go through the door. I'll do what the game wants, and I'll stay on the rails. Hands and feet inside. The ride at all time. I had a lot of luck finding recipes in random compartments today. Granted, I think most of them are like green furniture, but like it's something. It's better than nothing. Pull back here too. Oh my god. This is how many werewolves they have. Something?
Waking up. Get ready to fight.
Guess it's probably not gonna tell us. Who put all the werewolves like this? Or were they not werewolves prior? Are these like are these like golems? These artificially created so they can shove a soul inside of it?
Keep moving. Don't let them surround us.
Can you full metal alchemist now? Quick, Adam. Rip my soul out again. Put it in the soul gem and shove it into one of these.
Really don't like your arm.
A dead end.
We
Damn.
weren't able to stop the attunement spell.
Put a dead end. There's
It's
a
just
door
getting
right
stronger.
there.
A tower. It must lead to the upper levels. I need time to get that door open.
Everyone, protect Fen! I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't have that. Alright.
Who is the mortal guard? Is that somebody that's following the princess?
Ben needs time to open that door.
Did Ben not pay attention to a conversation that happened?
Good job. Through the door into the upper levels now. Hurry!
Now, just... The whole keep. The shaking is getting worse.
Damn magic! Give me something to hit.
Magic. It's all surrounded.
Oh, is
It's almost complete.
two duplicate. Okay. That makes sense. Alright. I'm picking up what you're putting down. It's all
You and Greymoor keep
random mage. Too funny.
We need to hurry.
I leave the harrowing of solitude to you, little king. Remember your oath.
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't.
All these vests
Maybe they should try that.
and other items picked up. No, it's not really much. Got a local reading the little novel.
You abandoned me in our moment of triumph?
What game do you play, Rada al-Saran?
Game? I gave you power. If you can't conquer Skyrim, the fault is your own. Now ascend to your Tower of the Wolf and unleash my most potent herald storm. The Grey Host is counting on you, little king.
Oh my.
What is it now, Fen?
Oh, nothing. Just don't look down.
Looked. I also looked down. Why are there no railings? We went from they built things up in the tower to they built things on the bottom of a stalactite. Which I mean, I guess worked. You don't have to carry a rock all the way
Tunnels
up.
look freshly dug. The Grey Host has certainly been busy. Harrow Fiends. Is that what became of the heralds Fargo brought to Castle Down?
Yeah, I'll take in
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
the 2 Harrow Fiends down there wailing the shit out of each other. Bamboozled, went downstairs for no reason. The problem was here, in the starting place all along. And you found out only by going on this incredibly long but not tedious journey. One of my companions where? How did the quest progress with me not knowing?
Is that Princess Anna?
Harrow storm. It's begun.
Look,
Oh, that's
above
cool.
the Tower
Okay,
of the Wolf.
looking at the sky.
The storm's only partially formed.
My father's up there. Open the gates and let's go.
The Harrow Fiends below the temple. If they escape into the streets.
You and I will keep that from happening. Take the princess and deal with Svargrim, partner.
Yes. It's the only option. Let's go. I'm with you, my friend. Up. We need to get up the ramp and onto the walls. That's our way to the tower.
I mean, I don't want Lyris and Norian with us.
Behind us.
But I mean, I guess the princess coming to beat up her dad works too. Oh, we're just immediately at the tower. One more. Okay. I don't think that's how that door is supposed to work. Okay. Okay, it's fine. They're just like, we made you run through enough castles and hallways and stairs already. You earned this. So I beat him up as a werewolf, right? Ah, I'm barely come up to his death. And he's flying around. No, get back here. Because I'm a werewolf.
Enough, father.
All the shit.
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
So, did I traumatize her by eating her dad in front of her?
For mother. For solitude. And for every soul inside. Fishing.
I'm...
Your greed. Look what it
I
led
didn't see
to.
anything. It wasn't me, it was someone.
We need to hurry.
Lots of smoke.
My father betrayed everything to aid the Grey Host. With his death, Solitude is saved. It's done. We killed my father and ended the Herostorm. No, of course not. My father was the High King of Western Skyrim. I always thought he had the best interests of our holds and our people in his heart. For Svargrim, yes, I think it was. As for Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, I am not entirely sure what they're after. First, on behalf of Western Skyrim, take this with my thanks. We would have been lost without you. Then, rest. Check on our friends. Injuries must be tended to, buildings repaired. Other wounds will take longer. Whatever Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host were planning, I think the worst is behind us as far as Western Skyrim is concerned. Not officially. At least I don't think so. Hopefully they were able to hold the courtyard and keep those monsters out of the city. You go on ahead and check on them. Thank you. Help them and anyone else as best you can. Gods, I hope so. Haven't we dealt with enough already?
I still don't think it'll ever be addressed, but like, did he kill his wife? To try to stop people from investigating what he was doing? Or did the other vampire dude kill his wife? Because
Not enough to be worried
he
about.
could have had people come in and investigate, causing the problem where we stopped them all.
You did it. I shouldn't be surprised. But things were looking rather bleak before the clouds parted. We held the gate as long as we could. The Harrow Fiends were a flood of claws and teeth. I'm not really sure. The elixir is my next priority, of course. Sadly, I don't think there's any hope for them. As soon as we produce enough of it, yes.
So, is it over? A parent's betrayal cuts deeper than a sword. If you told me the tavern rat we met at the Lonely Troll would become my choice to lead this land, I'd have called you mad. Find out if everyone in the Hall of the Dead is all right. We did our best to hold the Harrow Fiends inside Castle Dower, but nothing short of stone walls were going to keep those monsters from pushing through. Almost didn't. We were...
Wolf. I was wondering if there was going to be a twist in the story where Lyris gets bit by a werewolf. Because isn't...
Good to see you aren't raising
like,
bugs with
lore-wise,
these just yet.
at some
We
point
saw the
her
storm
bloodline is like
break,
a
but we've heard nothing
long-standing
since you
bloodline of
departed from
werewolves
Blackreach.
for the companions.
I regret we didn't throw a parade to welcome you back, but I'll cheer enough for 100 souls if you tell me you put that backbiter of a High King to the sword. That's good, but a daughter shouldn't have to kill her own father. Not until we hold a moot to support her claim. We can settle the matter of the crown when there's kingdom enough to rule. None good, but none bad either.
We seem to have survived, thank the god. No thanks to Svargrim, damn his eyes. Far fewer than I feared when the storm began.
They're here! They're at the gates!
The Grey Host? I thought we were done with them for now.
Not the Grey Host! The Skald King with an army from the east!
What treachery is this?
Hold up there, young blood.
Off we go!
Stand down, you idiots! We come in peace.
Partner, could really use your knack for diplomacy right now. Speak to the Skull King before we start a war.
Sure save me from fools and prophets. Will no one properly greet a weary traveler? A familiar face, maybe. So the rumors are true? Svargrim joined the Grey Host? I knew he had ambitions, but to throw away his humanity like... That's why I sent Lyris here in the first place. I'm not...
We have no need of help that involves welcoming your soldiers within our walls.
My walls, Jarl. My father may have been willing to slap aside a helping hand, but I'm not. Permit me a word with your envoy, Skald King. Thank you. For holding the line, I mean. We saved Solitude, but our war with the Grey Host is far from over. That depends on Fen. If there's anything standing in his way, let me know, and I'll do everything in my power to get him what he needs. Fen is with old Mjolnir at the Mages Guild. When you're finished with him, join me in the courtyard of the Blue Palace. I'm going to invite the Skald King to join us. If the people of Solitude see him bow his head along with the rest of us, they may...
Is the the Mages Guild? Below, maybe? He hiding out in a cellar? He's downstairs.
A rare thing to find an elf with the makings
He's
of
not
a
really in a
clever
cellar.
woman.
There's just
Despite what
a
my
hallway in
kin
the-
might proclaim, it's not all in the blood. Ah, good, you're here. We've met. I was just discussing a theory with Mjolnir, and it seems like we're very close to turning this elixir into a true restorative. A cure. Singolis's research on the Netherroot showed me just how it weakens the connection between a body and soul. Well, it is just a theory at this point. I know. We know enough about Singolis's refinement processes to replicate his methods, but we still need a source of Netherroot to do so. We can ransack Greyhost stockpiles, or mount an expedition into Blackreach. Otherwise, it would take decades of work to produce a proper crop. Indeed. As I surmised, the Grey Reliquaries contain the remains of ancient Greyhost warriors. I believe the stone husks are incubators of a sort. The physical forms of the Greyhost are reincorporated within the stone vessels, through a mix of Singolis's alchemy and sorcery, and the magic of the Ice Reach witches. When whole, they...
Surely the gods.
The Skald King?
I was hoping you'd return before we began. Tell me you've got good news. I'll feel a lot better delivering a speech about healing and hope, knowing that we're on the road to recovery. Not the best news, but I'll take it. Now that would be cause for celebration. Nothing fancy. Just a traditional Nordwake. None of us would be here to sing dirges for the dead or celebrate the living if not for you. I certainly wouldn't be here, ready to lead my hold.
That's in for some competition.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, we have the honor today of remembering the dead.
Honor to the fallen.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, our trials were fierce, but we are still here.
We stand and we remain.
Now, we raise our voices to tell Sovngarde of the coming of the worthy dead, and to tell the world that the Nords are still here. We are still standing!
The fallen now march home to hallowed halls, to join our ancestors in boundless drink and song and brawls. Let sound the horns, let peal the bells, let loose the ancient hymn. We will remain until time ends, we children of Skyrim.
I can't think of a more fitting send-off for my father than Nords of both. Joran, Redharn, and I need to form a plan to distribute Fenn's elixir, and I can't leave everything to you, you know. I don't know. Joran, Redharn, I can't leave everything to... Sovngarde is a place for the honored dead. Svargrim gave up his seat in the Hall of Valor when he made his pact with the Ashen Lord.
We did it! We thwarted Solitude's demise / their whatever conspiracy. And begins with the man.